going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. We are doing a discussion on music industry, but mostly talking about what happened with BET Awards, what's going on with hip hop, basically popularity versus talent and agenda push. I know I'm late to this, but I've been seeing a whole bunch of people talk about how the BET Awards and stuff was horrible. There was not a lot of variety when it comes to it, and it's not as good as it used to be. All these things, but just wanted to say that it is all correct. Not arguing with anybody on that point. I didn't watch this year's BET Awards. I seen the list of people who were performing. Just look at who won awards, but I don't typically look at the BET Awards. I don't look at any of the award shows like I used to. Back in the day, it used to be fun just to watch the awards, whether it's Grammys, BET, Oscars, Golden Globes, People's Choice. I used to look at a whole bunch of these different award shows, MTV's even. But yeah, it's definitely changed as far as just award shows and stuff goes, and that's for every single one. But I feel like every single award show and every single platform when it comes to music, whether it's hip hop, country, pop, rock, I think everything that is pushed out the most, everything has an agenda. And all these companies, they have an agenda, especially when it comes to mainstream. And I'm gonna talk about just BET Awards, hip hop in general, when it comes to this, and especially the agenda for it. I'm not going to talk about every single other genre. I think everyone else has their own agendas. Their agendas are going to be different than how they have it for black people in hip hop and R&B. So the reason people are complaining when it came to the BET Awards is because of all the performers. All were about the same. All performers were just booty shaking and provocative and raunchy. They also say, ratchet, whatever. And it's because that's the mainstream, is just far as just how they're pushing the music when it comes to hip hop. And they're gonna push these type of acts more than they're gonna push any other act when it comes to hip hop and R&B. The more raunchier, the more explicit, the more sexualized. That's what they're going to push because that's the numbers that they're getting. They're getting higher numbers and stuff, higher views, higher counts and stuff to this because that's what they're mostly pushing. It's something that they are trying to throw in your face and then get those views up as well. So the views and the numbers are planted just because they are forcing people to view it that way and view stuff this way. And it is definitely a problem. It is definitely a problem when it comes to the agenda push. Because if this is all you mostly see, this is going to be your thought processes of how things are. A lot of people would say that, oh, this is just hip-hop culture, stuff like that. But it's not necessarily. It's just what you are seeing and what is being pushed in your face. There's other styles of hip-hop. There's other styles of R&B that you're not mostly going to get when it comes to seeing it on TV or hearing it on the radio, and they do that for a reason. And I had talked about this before, and why I don't typically react to a lot of the mainstream music is just because it's the agenda push that I don't necessarily like. The music and stuff can be fine every once in a while. Like, I'm not saying that the songs are bad, but this is constantly what is being thrown in your face. You're not getting different styles. You're not getting anything different. And so your thought process is always going to be on what these people are talking about because this is what's being thrown in your face. You're going to have these prejudices towards hip-hop or towards people or towards different things because this is what's thrown in your face. Everything's sexualized. You're going to be thinking more sexualized stuff. You're going to have these more thought process when it comes to dating, relationships and stuff because this is what is being thrown in your face a lot. Not saying that hip-hop didn't have that for the longest, especially back in the day. You had a lot of raunchy women back in the 90s and stuff. But you also had different other styles that you can lead towards, and female artists that sounded different a bit, but you still had that same thing. It's just there's a lot more music to choose from that you could play off of. It wasn't the craziest number of pushes, but you still had those like the talks on drug dealing, the talks on unaliving, and all this other stuff. You had all those talks and stuff back in the 90s, and that still was an agenda push as well. It's just far as what type of music. You didn't have a lot of the thought process type of songs, but you still had those. But they weren't pushed out there as crazy as some of those others. But it's all because of an agenda that they're trying to display. So for the performers for this year's was like Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Big Lotto, Victoria Monet. You also had Tyla, you had Glorilla, you had Ice Spice. So it's a lot of the artists and stuff that does kind of the same things. And a variety would have been cool. And I think a variety when it comes to black people should be celebrated more than it is. And that's the thing is like we're expecting BET just because it's supposed to be black entertainment that they're going to be for black people specifically and not push an agenda, but they are. And because they're owned by a bigger company, I think it's Viacom, they own like CMT, they own the MTV, so they own a lot of different channels and networks and stuff. And so it's these people who are saying this is what black entertainment is. But they're only going by what is popular, not necessarily what is good or best for the culture and what we should get when it comes to a variety of different things. But yeah, that's just how everything is. And I'm just shortening this just for the video because I'm not trying to make this super long, so I apologize. I'm not getting everything expressed out as detailed, but yeah, that's just my thought process on it. I think what would have been better if this is ran specifically for black people and for the actual culture, you would have those different varieties. If you're just going to have performers and stuff, you would only probably do what maybe Sexy Red just because she's the raunchiest, I guess, of the of the genre, and you probably have Megan and Glorilla together performing together. And just to have them perform, so it'd be like two different sets to where you get that only raunchiness from those two acts. Then you get the other ones. I didn't hear if there was any like gospel performers. Usually that does show and does happen. I'm not for sure. The only one people talked about is just that, just those performers and stuff that came out. But you would get someone like Willow Smith. Willow Smith was very, she hit high numbers, but the only thing is she's not popular with black people. She's more popular with a wider audience. But I think having that variety to try to be like, hey, there's this other style of music, stuff like that. Maybe you're not familiar with it. Maybe you're not really into it. But this is something that is different. And you can like and enjoy. Like myself, I enjoy different types of music, whether it's rock, country, hip hop. I listen to it. I listen to it all. And there's different acts and stuff I don't like, and there's different acts I do like. But it's a different style of music. Not everyone's going to gravitate towards it, but it's just saying that there's other varieties of songs and stuff that black people are doing that you can get into and that you can like. Maybe you would like it if you listen to it. Also, another act where her album had came out, Tara Whack. She would have been another interesting artist if you're just going to have mostly female artists and stuff on the show. Tara Whack would have been an interesting performance, I think, as far as just what her album and stuff looked like, what she had going on with her music videos. So I think a performance from her would have been interesting, even though, again, she's another artist that not a lot of black people gravitate towards a lot. But I think it's just a different variety of saying, hey, this artist is here. She has music and stuff like that. If you're just going to go with mainly female artists, just get some variety of different types of music and different types of hip hop and different types of things, because I think that's what BET is just lacking is a variety of different things, not necessarily just on music itself as well. Because you have black content creators that you could highlight for the BET Awards as far as nominations and stuff like that. There's a lot of black content creators, and that we could say, hey, we're giving you your, like they were trying to do, I guess, from what I've heard with Taraji and them, here's your flowers and stuff like that. Or a show where, you also, hey, have them. Also, voice actors. There's black anime voice actors, black just cartoon voice actors and stuff like that we don't highlight a lot that are there. So that's why I was like a variety of just everything, not just with music, not just the same. Oh, here's best sports athlete. Here's the best actor. We have a variety of different things you could highlight when it comes to the BET Awards besides just music, because that's a lot of the categories is derived off of the music when it comes to BET. When if you just going off of black entertainment, there's a lot of different entertainments that you can highlight. A lot of different genres besides hip hop and R&B that you can highlight. Because you can do country. No one celebrates the black country artists and stuff that is out. We don't talk about them at all, which is sad because we have a few popular black country artists. That's just my 2 cents in my piece when it comes to the whole debacle thing when it comes to agenda push and BET Awards, popularity versus talent. There's a lot of talent, but we don't showcase all these other talents and all these other skill sets. We just go with what is popular. We just go with, hey, these bring numbers because this is what we're pushing. People like it that we push this, and this is what we... So, hey, this is what y'all need. This is what y'all want. This is how y'all... Which fries the mind of everybody. You can even argue it in the case of Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. No one had Kendrick Lamar winning because Kendrick Lamar has hella good talent when it comes to his rap skills and everything else, but he's not looked at wisely because he doesn't make the same type of music Drake does. Drake is so popular that people just have him winning everything. And I like both artists. When it comes to just songs and stuff, I like them both for different reasons. But lyrically, Kendrick Lamar is hella talented. When it comes to creating music and stuff, he is hella talented. But he is not as popular, or was as popular, he is now, was as popular as Drake when it comes to making music and his music and stuff like that. So people had their own takes and stuff when it came to that battle because of skill set versus popularity. And not saying that Drake isn't skilled, but yeah, when it comes to people who have, but like Kendrick has good, like some ghostwriters and stuff. Like everyone has people who pitches them ideas and stuff like that, pitches them stuff, saying, hey, this would sound good and stuff like that. So it's like it's not just like Drake is the only one who has like ghostwriters and stuff like that, but he is blatantly, you can definitely tell with his music, nothing seems like it's authentically him. So it's like, I don't know. But it's just popular versus talent. That's exactly how it seems. I'm not trying to jump into the whole Kendrick versus Drake debacle, but yeah. That's my thought processes of it when it comes to the agenda push, when it comes by large corporations and large companies, the popularity versus the talent. It's a lot of talent there, but you won't see it because that's not what's being pushed. And someone had said that before. There's not a lot of talent here. It's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent that's there. It's just not being pushed. You won't recognize a lot of talent because it's not thrown in your face. All this other bullcrap is thrown in your face. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you like this video, please put a like on the video. If you'd like to subscribe and see some more of my videos, please do. Thank you all so much for jumping on and giving me a try. I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and each other. Peace, geekdom.